Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Doris. In case you're coming across this channel for the first time, make yourself comfortable and feel relaxed, okay? I've been uploading love story between Emmanuel and Liquorose, fiction story put together by one of the fans by name Happiness. Okay, and where we stopped, that was episode 20. The summary of that was when Emmanuel told Liquorose that his mother called him that she's coming with the father and the brothers, yes, just to spend time with Emmanuel. Meanwhile, you remember Liquorose is still in Emmanuel's house taking care of Emmanuel because the doctor told Liquorose to help Emmanuel at least for 1 week. Though it was difficult for Liquorose to accept, but Emmanuel pleaded with her and she later accepted. So she's still in Emmanuel's house taking care of the sick Emmanuel. So let's dive into episode 21 to 26 that I came with. Episode 21. Emmanuel woke up, took his bath, and woke Rose up too. Rose waked up and also had her bath. She remembered what Emma told her about his parents coming. Rose now said, "When are your parents coming?" Emmanuel said, later in the afternoon." Rose said, "Okay." Emma said, "Why do you ask?" Rose said, "No, I just wanted to cook for them." Emma said, "No, don't stress yourself. I will order something for them." So Rose said, "No need, it's better I cook at home. I mean, homemade food is good." Emma said, "Okay, whatever you want." He gave Rose his ATM card and told her to get what she would need from the market. She quickly made breakfast for him and gave him his drugs. After that, she left for the market with the driver. She decided to cook vegetable soup. She bought all she would be needing and went back home. And she saw Emmanuel and his friend playing PS4. The driver took the stuff to the kitchen. Then she greeted them and went to the kitchen. Leon now said, "My guy, you did not tell me that you are married." Leon is the friend to Emmanuel. Alex said, "Wow, she's so beautiful." Emmanuel said, "You can say that again." That Alex and Leon, they are friends to Emmanuel. Hope you understood. So Alex said, "But guy, where did you find her? She's so cute." Emmanuel said, "I know." Emma dropped the pad on the table because they want to start going. He escorted them out and went back inside the kitchen. Rosa started cooking. Emmanuel said, "Smells nice already." Rose said, Emmanuel said, "I promise you will like my family." Rose said, "I know. Please pass me that knife." Emmanuel said, "Here you go." Rose said, "Thank you." In about 1 hour, she was done cooking and decided to set the dining table. She heard the doorbell. She went to open the door because Emma was upstairs. It was Emma's parents. So Rose said, "Welcome, ma." Mrs. Umo said, "You must be Rose." Rose said, "Yes, ma. Welcome, sir." Mr. Umo said, "My daughter, how are you?" Rose said, "I'm fine, sir." Victor and Lawrence were at the back. They greeted Rose. Mrs. Umo said, "Where is my son?" Rose said, "He is upstairs. Let me call him." Meanwhile, Emmanuel was already coming down the staircase. Emmanuel said, "Hi, Mom." Mrs. Umo said, "My son," hugging him. "How are you?" Emma said, "Mom, I'm good." "Good day, Dad." Mr. Umo said, "How are you, my son? Rose is really taking good care of you." They all laughed. Victor and Lawrence greeted him. Episode 22. They finished chatting and went to the dining table. Rose served them the food, then they started eating. Mrs. Umo said, "The food tastes nice. Where did you learn to cook like this?" Rose said, "My mom." Mrs. Umo said, "She must be a good cook." Rose said, "Thank you, ma." Mr. Umo said, "So this is what my son has been enjoying alone." Emma said, "Dad?" Victor said, "Why are you calling him? He's not lying." Emma looked at him sarcastically and he immediately shut up. Lawrence finished his food and asked for more. They all ate until they were full. Rose then took the plates to the kitchen. Mrs. Umo helped her to the kitchen while Emma and his dad were having a conversation. Mrs. Umo said, "Thank you so much." Rose said, "No need, ma." Mrs. Umo said, "You are really taking good care of my son. I haven't seen him this happy for a long time. Please, promise me you will not leave soon." Rose said, "Yes, I promise." They came out of the kitchen and were set to leave. Emma and Rose followed them outside and they hugged each other and they left. Rose said, I like your mom. She's so nice. Emma said, I told you. Rose said, and your dad too. In fact, all of them. Emmanuel said, including me, right? Rose said, come on, see your mouth. They went inside and Rose went to the kitchen to wash the dishes. Emmanuel came and saw her. He thanked her and he went upstairs. She was done washing and was craving for red wine. So she took the red wine and 2 glasses upstairs. Episode 23. She went upstairs with the cups and opened the door. Emmanuel saw her holding the cups and Rose said, you care for some wine? Emmanuel said, what are we celebrating? Rose said, nothing, it's just that it's been a while I drank wine. Emmanuel said, okay. Rose sat on the couch and Emmanuel came to meet her there. It was quite small but contained the both of them. Emmanuel opened the wine and poured for both of them. As they were drinking, they were hosting. Emmanuel was telling her about his brothers, how stubborn they are, and how his mom is always complaining about them. They finished the first and second glass and went for the third glass. Rose was already feeling tipsy. So was Emma, but they continued drinking until they finished the entire bottle. They were both feeling the urge to have each other. Emma said, don't act funny, Rose, and Rose was laughing non-stop because she was drunk already. He was staring at her laughing, then she turned and saw she was already looking at him. They were both looking at each other. The atmosphere in the room was so hot with a desire of wanting each other. Episode 24. They started kissing each other. His kiss was warm and wet, and he caressed her lips with his. He carried her to the bed, his big hands ripped off her clothes. Then he stopped suddenly and whispered slowly, are you a virgin? She was speechless from the pain, then she slowly said yes. He stretched out his hand and gently moved her hairs from her cheek and whispered, I love you. He nuzzled her and started kissing her from her forehead down to her ear lobes, then to her lips down to her neck. Rose couldn't control the feelings anymore. She hasn't felt like this before. She was now in cloud 9. She couldn't help but held his head with her 2 hands. The day she could have experienced this was when she caught her ex-boyfriend sleeping with someone else. She now stood up from the bed and went to the bathroom to shower. She didn't say a word to Emma. Emma was feeling guilty because she was so much in pain. So he went closer to Rose, holding her waist and whispered to her ears and said, I'm sorry. Then he kisses her forehead. She turned to face him. Then she cuddled her with her fragile body against him and put her head on his chest. Then they slept off. Episode 25. The next morning, Emmanuel woke up very early. Rose was still asleep, so he went to prepare breakfast for her. When he was done, he went upstairs with the food, but she was still asleep. Emmanuel said, hey, sleepyhead, rubbing her head. Rise and shine. It's morning already. Rose said, Emma said, Rose. Rose said, She finally woke up and immediately she saw Emmanuel. She hugged him so tight as if they were not going to see each other again. Emmanuel was surprised and said, are you okay? Rose just nodded her head and said, and Emmanuel brought the food and kept on her laps. Emmanuel said, I made your breakfast. Rose said, thank you, and started eating. Emmanuel said, you like it? Rose said, yes. Emmanuel said, thank God, I thought you are going to say no. Rose said, why would I say no? Emmanuel said, I don't know. Rose finished eating and Emmanuel dropped the plate on the table. He turned back and saw her lost in thought. He went and sat beside her. Emmanuel said, what are you thinking of? Rose, trying not to look into his eyes, and said, nothing. Emmanuel said, I don't believe you. Is it because of the last night? Look, I made out with you because I wanted you. I love you so much that I can't control my desire to have you. I want you to be more than a PA to me. I want you to be my girlfriend. Rose said, but. Emma said, no buts. Please say yes, please. Rose said, okay. What will people say? Emmanuel said, I don't care. It's you I want, not people, please. Rose said, okay, I will think about it. They hugged each other and she went to have her bath. Then Emmanuel went downstairs to drop the plates. Later in the afternoon, the doctor came to do a checkup on Emmanuel. Dr. Sam said, you are doing a great job, I must say. Rose said, thank you, sir. Dr. Sam said, he's getting better and fatter. They all laughed and the doctor left. They were alone in the room. Emmanuel was on the bed. She went to him. Rose said, I have thought about what you told me. Emmanuel said, and what is your answer? Rose nodded and said, I will give it a try. He hugged her so tight and kissed her forehead. Emmanuel said, thank you so much. I love you. Rose said, I love you too. Episode 26. They were getting to know each other more and more. Rose, on the other hand, was no longer shy. She would usually do things that surprised Emmanuel. Days went by, and on Saturday they decided to go jogging. They jogged around the estate, and when Rose was tired, they decided to go home. She was walking slowly, and Emmanuel was ahead of her. He was already climbing the staircase while Rose was at the door. Rose said, babe, I'm tired. Emmanuel laughing and said, sorry. Rose said, come and carry me upstairs. Emmanuel said, see this big baby, I should come and carry you? Rose nodded like a child and said yes. Emmanuel went back downstairs and carried her to the room. When he dropped her, she turned her back and pointed at her shoulder. Rose said, it hurts me. Emmanuel kissed the shoulder and said, should I massage it? Rose said, yes, but that will be when I have taken my bath. Emma said, okay, lazy girl. Later on, they got into the bathroom to shower. Wow, lovely story between Emmanuel and Liquorose. This is fiction story put together by one of the Imaro's shippers, and her name is Happiness. This is just for fun, okay? I just finished reading episode 26, which I will be coming back with the remaining episodes. You see how Emmanuel's family welcomed Liquorose. They really enjoyed her meal, the food she prepared. Both the father and the mother and Emmanuel's brother, they really enjoyed the meal, and Emmanuel is also treating Liquorose very well. She's still in her house. Remember, the doctor says she will stay for 1 week at least to look after Emmanuel, and she's doing a perfect job. And also, Emmanuel has also asked her to be his girlfriend, which Liquorose told Emmanuel to give her time for her to think about it, which she later came back with her answer and said yes to Emmanuel's proposal of being her girlfriend. But Liquorose is still thinking, what will people say? What will colleagues at the office say? Because from PA to girlfriend. So this is what she is thinking. But Emmanuel told her not to worry. That he is in control of everything. Stay tuned. Keep in touch because I'll be bringing the remaining episodes. So you also know what later happened and how they ended. Okay? Do remember my name is Doris. This is fiction story between Emmanuel and Liquorose. Okay? Take care of yourselves till I come your way next time. Bye bye.